Did you hear what Angel Reese recently said about Caitlyn Clark?
It's just basketball. I promise you, it's just basketball. I don't have any hard feelings towards her. She doesn't have any hard feelings towards me, but...
Angel Reese is completely changing her stance on Caitlyn Clark, and it's not what you expected. Stay tuned till the end, guys, because I will show you the entire story from Angel Reese backtracking her statements, to the dark secret behind her sudden shift in personality, and singing a completely different tune compared to her previous interviews.
I'll be the first to tell you, Angel Reese has definitely been in the headlines these last 48 hours, dog. I mean, she's been snapping on people on Twitter. She's dropping new episodes to her podcast, Unapologetically Angel, and yet again she's using Caitlyn Clark's name for clicks. But more importantly, even in other interviews beside her podcast, she's speaking about Caitlyn Clark and the Caitlyn Clark fan base.
Angel Reese just flipped the script, folks, and it's raising more eyebrows than a bad officiating call. After months of tension-filled narratives, verbal jabs, and physical encounters, Reese now claims there's no beef between her and Caitlyn Clark. Yep, the same Angel Reese who seemed to fan the flames during her rookie season is suddenly waving the white flag of diplomacy. But let's not kid ourselves. This isn't about a sudden realization. This is about damage control, plain and simple.
One of the names that we always hear when we hear Angel Reese is Caitlyn Clark as well. People have tried to pit you guys against each other. How much of that is actual rivalry versus just commentary from the public, like people trying to make you guys be enemies?
Yeah, I think it's just competition.
So let's start with her latest interview. Following a hectic WNBA rookie season, the Sky Forward spoke on her basketball journey with Speedy Mormon, and her new stance came during a chat at ComplexCon, where she casually dismissed the idea of animosity between her and Clark. It's not just her fans, it's fans in general, she said, as if that absolved her from months of fueling a rabid fire of hate.
It's been competition since college, being able to play against Caitlyn. I've been playing against Caitlyn since we were probably in 8th or 9th grade. We both were really competitive during AAU. I went to Maryland, she went to Iowa, so we competed there, and then finally being able to compete in the national championship. So people don't know the legacy of us being able to play against each other for a really long time.
Angel Reese, the queen of backpedaling, has entered the chat, folks. After a rookie season full of bad theatrics, throwing shade, and cheap talk, Angel has suddenly decided to rewrite the script. Now she wants us to believe there's no beef with Caitlyn Clark. No hard feelings, no drama, just basketball? Oh, please. This is the same Angel Reese who spent months practically auditioning for the role of Caitlyn Clark's arch-nemesis in the WNBA's most talked-about soap opera. And now she's out here trying to convince us it's all kumbaya? Honey, we weren't born yesterday.
Now, we know Angel Reese has been feeling some type of way about Caitlyn Clark since she was at LSU, and I'm here to tell you, the energy is still the same. Both of these young ladies has transcended the game of basketball. Now, Angel will tell you up and down that she has definitely played a major part, like Caitlyn Clark, in getting the sport where it's at. But I feel as if Caitlyn Clark is like this when it comes to Angel, bro.
Angel even went on to insist, it's just basketball. I don't have any hard feelings toward her. She doesn't have any hard feelings toward me. Oh, really, Angel? Because that's not what you seem to suggest in earlier interviews, podcasts, and post-game commentary.
But obviously social media is going to put two women against each other.
Let's not forget the months of thinly veiled shade Reese threw Clark's way, whether it was post-game antics or podcast digs. Reese had no problem playing the villain in this supposed rivalry. On top of that, she was also quick to play the victim card against her supposed rival.
Death threats, I've been sexualized, I've been threatened, I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time.
The thing is, Angel's newfound it's just basketball stance isn't fooling anyone. It's not about personal growth or maturity, it's about PR. The backlash from fans, analysts, and even her peers has been relentless. She's been forced to confront the fact that the villain narrative isn't working in her favor. It's not earning her more fans, more respect, or more accolades. Instead, it highlights the stark contrast between her approach and Clark's, making Caitlyn look even more like the golden child of women's basketball.
Do you feel like sometimes her fans cross the line?
I don't think it's just her fans. I think it's fans in general. I mean, people don't realize at the end of the day we're human. I mean, you guys watch us, and knowing that, like, it's just basketball. I promise you, it's just basketball. I don't have any hard feelings towards her. She doesn't have any hard feelings towards me.
And let's not forget the irony here. Reese's attempt to shift the blame to fans in general is laughable when you consider her own contributions to the narrative. She's the one who made it personal, the one who leaned into the drama, the one who let her emotions dictate her public statements. Now that the heat is on, she's trying to spin the story like a politician caught in a scandal. In fact, let's do a quick fact check of her. Do you remember when Angel blamed Caitlyn and her fans for sexualizing her?
Whenever you think of Angel Reese, people often mention Caitlyn Clark. You've said in interviews, there's no beef, but the media keeps going on. So how do you feel about that situation?
So I think it's really just the fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like very disrespectful. Would come down to my address, follow me home. Like, it's come down to that. Multiple occasions, people have made AI pictures of me like naked.
Did you hear that? She clearly accused Caitlyn's fans and Indiana Fever fans of being bigoted against her. I mean, this is unbelievable, honestly. How much can she twist and lie just to earn some fans?
And it took me a little minute to get to where I am right now. Obviously, earlier on, I'm like, why do people hate me so much? And why are people so negative? But then I looked back at it and looked myself in the mirror and knowing who I am.
The irony here is delicious. For months, Reese tried to frame Clark as the privileged golden child, the one who gets all the attention and accolades. But now, it's Reese who's playing the sympathy card, claiming the media and fans are to blame for the so-called narrative. Newsflash, Angel, the narrative didn't write itself. You held the pen, and now you're crying about the plot. She's been roasted, dragged, and called out for creating a narrative that ultimately painted Clark and her fanbase as evil. And now, it's time somebody called her out for hypocrisy.
Angel, on the other hand, she speaks about Caitlyn Clark freely, always talking about it. It's like she cannot get enough of Caitlyn Clark, and it looked like that saga is still continuing because just like I stated, she spoke about her again. Now, articles has been released breaking down exactly what has happened.
Angel's harmless tone is as convincing as a toddler caught with cookie crumbs on their face, swearing they didn't touch the jar. In her latest appearance at ComplexCon, she dropped the shocking revelation that it's not Caitlyn Clark's fans who are the problem. It's all fans. I don't have any hard feelings toward her. She doesn't have any hard feelings toward me, Reese said, like she wasn't the one stirring the pot all season. Girl, we've got receipts.
Caitlyn Clark is box office. She is a star, and Angel Reese is to be completely believed that there's no hate. They both get along. They're cool with each other. They're high-end competitors, etc., etc. But you've known they were coming for you when you were waving your hands in your face to mock Caitlyn Clark when you were beating her for the national championship.
That's correct. Let me remind you of Angel's on-court antics against Caitlyn Clark once again. She waved her hands in an almost diabolical manner and taunted her supposed rival. That was more than just basketball.
She's embraced the villain. She understands social media. She's done quite well. She is cashed in, literally cashed in. But her attention, her notoriety is based off Caitlyn Clark.
That's correct. She even went as far as to declare herself as a villain against Caitlyn Clark.
People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on. Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me, too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Did you hear that? Angel Reese publicly crowned herself as the bad guy and accepted her status as a villain just to get back at Caitlyn Clark. And for her supposed rivalry, this was the level of pettiness that Angel showed during the WNBA season. And now, let's not pretend her change of tune is anything other than Reese hitting the brakes, because she's been roasted like a marshmallow at a campfire. That's right, folks. People have been calling her out left and right for her antics. Her slander against Clark has all been dissected, critiqued, and flat out torched by basketball's talking heads.
But I think Angel Reese is jealous of Caitlyn Clark. She thinks she's, the reason why this is all happening here.
If Angel Reese was older, I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be? But she is young. She's only 22.
Reese thought she could play the villain in this rivalry, but plot twist. It backfired harder than a cheap car on a steep hill. Let's not forget the sheer audacity of Reese claiming there are no hard feelings after months of making it clear there were, in fact, very hard feelings. It's like the person who cuts you off in traffic and then waves like you're supposed to thank them. Nice try, Angel, but we're not buying it.
She followed up that disaster by accusing Caitlyn Clark fans of mythical racism. She followed up that disaster by complaining about her lonely male followers sexualizing her. Lonely men see me in my Chicago Bravado uniform and they swipe left. It's so traumatizing.
Here's the kicker. Reese's sudden change of heart isn't fooling anyone. This isn't growth. It's damage control with a side of desperation. She's realized that being the villain in the Caitlyn Clark saga isn't the flex she thought it was. While Clark's jersey sales and endorsement deals skyrocket, Reese has been left scrambling to repair her image. And this whole "it's just basketball" line, it's about as believable as a reality TV love story.
Like, Caitlyn Clark didn't even say nothing about Angel, none whatsoever, since all of this stuff has been transpiring since college. Caitlyn been completely positive. She don't even speak about Angel like that. Only time she speak about Angel is when she's asked about Angel.
And then there's Caitlyn Clark, watching all this unfold, but she doesn't need to engage in petty squabbles because her game speaks louder than any words ever could. Clark knows what's up, she sees the shade, hears the whispers, and chooses to rise above it all. While Reese is busy backtracking, Clark is out here breaking records, winning awards, and solidifying her place as the face of the WNBA. So, what's next in this never-ending drama? Will Reese's newfound diplomacy stick, or is this just the calm before the next storm? And how long until Clark once again quietly outshines her on the court and reminds everyone why she's the true star of the league? Let us know what you think, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting stories from the wealth of basketball. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.